Eamonn Holmes' experience with Ruth Langsford will help shape new romance. Eamonn Holmes has reportedly been dating Katie Alexander, a mother of 3 and a relationship counselor, following his split from wife Ruth Langsford earlier this year. Eamonn Holmes is taking lessons learned from his time with Ruth Langsford as he navigates his new romance with partner Katie Alexander, an expert claimed. After parting ways with Ruth, 64, earlier this year, the GB News presenter has found love again with Katie. The 42-year-old is 22 years younger than dad of 4 Eamonn, who's set to celebrate his milestone 65th birthday in December. Jesper Jensen, a relationship expert at ExpertsEnAmour, dishes out the tea, saying rapid rebounds can be a tad tricky. He said, "When someone is emotionally ready, the timing may not matter as much as it seems." Yet Jesper suggests that relationships after splitting from a longtime partner can have their own issues, adding, Eamonn's experience with Ruth will shape his approach with his new partner. He adds, if Eamonn's truly pondered his past love life, it could lay solid ground for him and Katie only if they're both game to lug around the past emotional cargo, reports Belfast Live. In May, Eamonn and Ruth announced they're closing the chapter on their 14-year wedded bliss, saying in a joint statement, Ruth Langsford and Eamonn Holmes have confirmed their marriage is over and they are in the process of divorcing. Even though they've gone their separate ways, the pair, who have a 22-year-old lad together, haven't ditched their nuptial bands just yet. Recently, when an Instagram user asked why she was still wearing her wedding ring, the TV presenter replied with a straightforward, "Because I am still married." Aside from her brief comment on social media, the Loose Women favorite has kept mum about their split, while Eamonn expressed his gratitude to his supporters on GB News shortly after the news broke. Ruth is reportedly staying in their shared home in Surrey, whereas Eamonn is believed to be residing in a modest apartment in London, not far from where he works. Relationship expert Jensen suggested there might be hope for reconciliation, noting that their shared history could play a positive role if they've resolved previous conflicts. He elaborated, Eamonn and Ruth have a history, and sometimes that can work in your favor if both have worked through past issues. Jensen stressed the importance of a true willingness to forgive and rebuild trust for any potential reunion, cautioning that without it, old issues are likely to re-emerge. Meanwhile, Ruth appears to be concentrating on her career and quality time with family and her beloved dog Maggie, whom she and Eamonn adopted in 2011. Braving the wet weather last weekend for a walk with her furry friend, she shared, "Walking in the rain with the one I love." Eamonn Holmes issued warning over rebound relationship after Ruth Langsford admission. Eamonn Holmes is currently in a relationship with Katie Alexander following his split from wife Ruth Langsford, and a relationship expert has shared how his past will impact his future. Eamonn Holmes' approach to his new romance with Katie Alexander will be heavily influenced by his history with former partner Ruth Langsford, a relationship expert has suggested. Following his separation from Ruth earlier in the year, GB News presenter Eamonn started dating mother of 3 relationship counselor Katie. At 42, she's 22 years Eamonn's junior, with the presenter set to celebrate his 65th birthday this December. Jesper Jensen, of ExpertsEnAmour, suggests that while timing after a breakup might not always be pivotal, proceeding quickly into a new relationship can present its own set of hurdles. He remarked, "When someone is emotionally ready, the timing may not matter as much as it seems." Yet, Jesper notes that rebound relationships often bring distinct challenges and highlights. Eamonn's experience with Ruth will shape his approach with his new partner. He adds that if Eamonn has genuinely learned from his previous marriage, it could serve as a solid starting point for the new relationship, provided both parties are prepared to confront any lingering emotional issue. The announcement about Eamonn and Ruth going their separate ways was made public through a spokesperson in May, following a 14-year marriage. The statement read, Ruth Langsford and Eamonn Holmes have confirmed their marriage is over and they are in the process of divorcing. Interestingly, despite the end of their marriage, they each continue to wear their wedding bands. When questioned by a follower on Instagram about why she still wore hers, Ruth straightforwardly responded, "Because I am still married." Aside from a brief comment on social media, the Loose Women presenter has kept quiet about their separation, while Eamonn expressed his gratitude to his supporters on GB News shortly after the news broke. Ruth is believed to be staying in their Surrey family home, whereas Eamonn is said to be residing in a modest apartment in London, conveniently near the studio. Relationship expert Jensen suggested there might be a possibility for reconciliation, noting that history can sometimes play a positive role if previous issues have been resolved. He stated, Eamonn and Ruth have a history, and sometimes that can work in your favor if both have worked through past issues. He also mentioned that a successful reunion would require a true willingness to forgive, heal, and rebuild trust, cautioning that without this, old problems are likely to re-emerge. For the time being, Ruth appears to be concentrating on her work and spending quality time with close ones, including her beloved dog Maggie, whom she and Eamonn adopted in 2011. Sharing her feelings during a rainy walk with her dog last weekend, she posted, "Walking in the rain with the one I love."